Hello everyone, FARMSIMGUY here. Now he's unmuted himself. How are you doing? Nice to see you. I am here with Mr. Args. Mr. Args, are you there? He is. How you doing? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Good thought. That's right. It's not bad for the other side of the world, is it? That's right. Obviously, because this is pre-release, it's not available on G-Portal yet, so that's the reason we're having to do a hosted game. But that will all change on Tuesday, I'm sure, when they update it. Hello everyone, nice to see so many of you in already. So we should clarify as well, this is going to be a relatively short stream, isn't it? Because it's Args' Monday morning. Args' got up early on his Monday morning to do a stream with me so that we can let you guys have a look at this in real time before the launch on Tuesday. So thanks, mate. I appreciate that. Why can't they hear you, Args? Hang on. Why can't they hear you? I know why that is. I know why that is. Correct.
Muted and
Now, there we go.
Well.
You should be able to hear Args now. Everybody.
Good morning, everyone.
Forget that's a different setting to usual.
Yeah.
Can you hear? Give me the nod. Yep. Thumbs up all round.
Good.
Thanks.
Good.
FARMSIM for
if you really wanted to hear me, you could come and watch it from my perspective.
Well, there is that.
Or set up Lazy Goat.
Lazy Goat,
I put a link in.
It's still set up, but the Lazy Goat control. In fact, let me post it in my chat. And
actually, I can't remember what my shortcut is for it. I can't remember if I can do this or not. Get commands.
There we go. I'm going to post this in my chat. And you can watch us both at the same time then. There you go.
Easy. This was all very hastily pulled together, of course, wasn't
it? It was. I have been away this weekend as well. I have been at a wedding. So Arg set all of this up while I was properly enjoying myself yesterday. But yeah, we've managed to pull it off again. But we haven't yet. Yeah. We'll see what happens in the next hour.
No, we'll see what happens. We will. Right. So, plan of attack. We've got. I did my field, but we're going to jump into the forager and do some chaff bales, aren't we?
Yeah, we thought we'd see if we could see how many of these we could fill. See how many of these bales we could fill into the new sheds as well in the next hour.
Yeah. So we'll put the forager on course play, and we've got a couple of trailers to run around in, and we'll conveniently position the stationary baler in front of the bale shed, so it automatically stacks.
That's right. Rob M saying, does the big wrapper make normal bales, not just silage? What do you mean by normal bales, Rob? And the big wrapper,
the stationary baler.
The stationary balers you can put. We haven't tried actually that, have we?
Yes, it will. It'll make straw bales.
It makes straw bales.
I haven't tried hay, but I'm pretty sure it does. If you have a look in the shop, it's got the different icons with it. Now, it's a unique baler in that it's not a baler in the traditional sense that it won't pick everything up. So when you're looking at it in the shop, it's got straw, grass, hay, or hay, grass, chaff, cut sugar beets, and TMR. So it'll make all of those as bales.
Yeah, so it just won't wrap them. So obviously hay and straw, and it won't wrap. It will just spit those out, won't it? But everything else will wrap.
But at the moment, it doesn't work with Maize Plus because it's kind of uses those hopper. The hopper has a fill type in it. So whether the Maize Plus guys come out with something to fix that or not.
That's right. They might have to put some different fill types in, mightn't they?
Yeah. Yep.
Right, I'll move these out of the way for you, Ox. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up the static baler next to the new loading sheds. And we've got the bale turner on. Have we got it set up with the bale turner, Ox? Yeah.
Yes, we have. I'm just turning on my my triggers so I can see where the zone marker is.
All right. So yes, it works a little bit better. If you've not seen Args' video yet, go watch it. Very good breakdown of what you can and can't do with the new DLC. But you did a bit of testing, didn't you, Args? And the bale turner helps you drop them straight into the shed a lot easier.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, the trigger seems to be a little bit different with the bale tipper on and things like that. It just rolls out, but you also need to be careful if you're going to do it with the sheds to not have the wrapping mechanism in the trigger. Otherwise, it'll take it as a grass bale and won't actually wrap it.
Ah, there you go.
These might actually be different because they'd be chaff bales. It might have wrapped those. That's one thing I didn't look at, but
yeah. Right. For those of you saying you're going to miss the F1, I too will be watching after this, so no spoilers, please.
And that didn't even cross my mind when we set this time up, because normally Formula 1's not on at 7 AM my time.
That's right.
So
it's that random.
Even a consideration.
It's that random one that happens once or twice a year, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just setting up course play for this. It shouldn't take too long. These aren't massive fields, are they? But
hello, Brittle Fibre. Welcome. No, it's not very big at all. We'll see. Scooter and if Legion's here, I've got your codes to send to you both as well. I'll get those through to you sometime today.
Very good. Yes, I'm going to give away a copy of the DLC as well in the stream, just for fun. You want to win it before the start of, or before it goes up in price. Now, what's going on here? No course, but I did a course. Oh, maybe pressing generate would help, wouldn't it? That's better. Reverse slightly. And there's Args, ready with the first trailer.
Yes, good to go. So the other thing I like with these, do you know if you leave a trailer backed into the hopper, it will actually automatically keep filling it, even if it's not set to tip?
I had spotted that. It keeps tipping, doesn't it? It fills it, and then it'll re-tip it. That's a nice new touch.
It's pretty clever.
Right, I'll follow behind Args.
Right.
Yeah, you can see we've got bale grabs on the front as well, so we might do a little bit of fun with the grass bales later. Oh, sorry, Args. You should be able to get behind that one. It should still throw. I think the pipe on that's quite long, isn't it?
Even. Oh yeah, it's not too bad.
I was just editing Hannah Indiana, actually.
Oh, were you?
Yes. And
how did that train wreck go?
You said the immortal line, headlands, headlands, headlands. Course play headlands. Hang on, the dog is scratching the door. I'll let her
out. Hey Paul, how are you doing? Nice to see you. So you're up very early from Australia. Pleasure to have you here. Welcome along everyone else who is here in both my stream and FSG's stream. Pleasure to have your company.
Yeah, nice to see you folks. Johnny, when we say no spoilers on the F1, that also means the middle of the running order. It's a sea of green in mine. All these channel members in watching. Very nice to see. Thanks.
Nice.
Everyone. These are big trailers as well. What do these hold, Dogs?
35,000, I think, with the extension on. But there you go. I'll let you go. I'm not full. I've got 26,000, but that's enough to go and get the baler underway anyhow.
Yeah. And watch what's happening over there.
It's not actually going to take long to do that field, though. It's one lap, and it's.
That's right. I've been impressed with the speed of those static balers. Actually, they fairly churn them out at a decent rate, don't they?
They do. Yeah. One thing though, someone made a comment on my video, and the tractor is still going. Sometimes if you're working too far away from a farm, the tractor engine will turn off.
Yes, that's right. You have to switch. You have to get the mod. There's a mod that
which
actually
unfortunately wouldn't work for console players.
No, that's right. So yeah, they've got to remember to jump back in and switch it back on.
Okay. Right, we're all up and going. Let's see what
Good
happens.
stuff. Evening,
Bale
Cranky.
count is-
Nice to see you. Oops. Too close.
Right, first bale, done. This is my first chaff bale, because I couldn't actually get it to work on the map I was using, Chilliwack.
Ah, okay, that's interesting. So yeah, I should say that as well, that Stone Valley for me wasn't working either. We think something, if they've got additional crop types in there, it might have a little bit of an impact on this. We'll soon find out. I mentioned it to Lancey, and he was already going to look at it, so...
Yeah, it seems maps with alfalfa so far from what you and I have experienced might be the could be the cause, but we'll see. I never knew that in these sheds get silage bales and they revert back to a default white foil colour or wrap colour.
Oh, do they? So if you've got a different foil colour, it doesn't... There you go. Didn't know that.
Yeah. So if you're trying to colour code your bales for whatever reason.
So question, when they come back out, do they go back to what they were before, or do they come out white?
I'd spawn one, but I don't know if I can.
It'll probably say the spawn point is...
yeah, probably stuck in the trigger.
Cool.
Alright, there we go. So that tipped... So that'd have tipped the 20,000 litres, and then it carried on going once I'd even know I'd hopped out of the tractor. Very cool. Hey, Big T Farming. Thank you for joining the Argsy team. Welcome along.
No, nice one, Big T. Big T's in 9 as well. He must be watching on Lazy Goat.
Lazy Goat.
They come out the same colour, Mark H says. I would be surprised if they didn't...
Same colour they're stored as. So, in the white, or they come out pink.
Did you say they're stored... In yours, they're stored as white?
Yeah.
So in mine, they're pink.
Ah.
That's interesting. I wonder why that.
So that must... server thing, I suppose.
Possibly, yeah. That is interesting. Appreciate it, Big T. Thank you, mate. Right, let's get this backed up.
Morning, Cornell, Chinook, Tanner. Nice to see you guys as well. Ooh. I keep on going too far past. Set some cruise control up. Make it a bit easier.
I did that as well. But we'll leave this to tip. And as I said, we'll keep an eye on it. When the hopper's full. I do like the little display on the side of the...
That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
I cannot get my cruise control to see it properly.
So watch the grasses.
Oh,
the hopper's full. As it loads more in.
Alright.
Look, it's taking more up. So when there's enough in here, it should re-tip the trailer.
Alright, we're sorted. The cruise control was being a bit funky. Big T, thank you very much for the gifts as well, mate. I really appreciate that. If you've just picked that up from Big T, big thank you to him. Make sure you say so.
Bay State as well. Hello, sir. Nice to see you. Rian Smith, hey all. Do you use round or smooth corners on course play? It depends on the field. Depends on the field, Rian.
I really change it.
Yeah, I like doing the squared off corners sometimes. If you've got a very square field, it just seems to capture those extra corner bits, doesn't it? But yeah, most of the time I just go with the default, which I think is smooth.
Smooth, I think. Yeah. I've heard radius corners can work quite well, but like I say, I haven't actually experimented with it.
So we've got 10 bales in already.
Crikey.
Yeah, 11 coming off as we speak. And what's left in my trailer, actually. Well, I'm good to go. I better come and take over.
You know, you're alright. We've started on up and down roads, so...
Oh, we've slowed up a bit.
We'll slow up a bit. In fact, you'll probably just about finish the field now.
Yeah, we should have done it on what's it, Spiral or whatever it is.
Spiral, yeah. That's all right. I'll tag in and out when we get to the end here.
I'll just get out of the way to avoid any horseplay confusion.
Yeah. Good idea, good idea. So one thing I noticed yesterday was playing around on my stream yesterday morning with all the different functions is some of the stationary wrapper and the stationary balers probably great fun to play with multiplayer, but playing them solo I reckon it'd get a bit frustrating.
There's a lot of like sequential tasks in there, isn't there, which is a bit
frustrating. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Yeah.
So it just and the fact that once one bale has been tipped out of them, you literally can't do anything until you've moved that bale. We need a bale conveyor. Anybody who fancies doing a bale conveyor?
You need a bale conveyor that picks the bale up and grinds it back into raw product so you can put it in a trailer and store it in the silo.
Yeah.
Completely defeat the purpose of doing any of this.
What's the max size of TMR bale, Mark? Yeah, I think you've got a 125 and 150 on the bigger baler.
Yeah, that's right. So that's interesting. I didn't realise that was the case. So it won't take from the trailer if you're sitting in it.
But it will if you're out.
Wow. I don't know now. Oh yeah. No, that was diesel. It hasn't taken any more out.
Interesting. Did you press I when you reversed up to it?
Yeah. I wonder if it's because I didn't. Yeah, it tipped. I tipped 20,000 litres in, and then I set in the tractor. Yeah, I activated that myself.
Ah, right. So when you auto load trailers work okay? I saw there was some issues with triggers, wasn't there?
The auto load trailer I used, which was the one by Top Ace 888, I said 88 in the video, but 888, that didn't work with the... Which way didn't that work?
In front,
it didn't work with the rollout.
Yeah,
I had to park it alongside with the side tipping stationary baler.
Yeah.
Because I think the way that trailer works, it has like an invisible collision where the tip point is, where the pickup point is, and it's got a very big radius. But
yeah.
So yeah, no, that didn't work.
Mark Haythornthwaite thinking about piling 42 bales from an autoload trailer into the feed point of a cow barn. Will it take the TMR over time? Yes, it tends to, Mark. It tends to just kind of keep chipping away at the bales until they're all gone.
They're all gone, yeah. That was one thing we didn't look at with the... We were talking about it last... when we were doing Hunter, weren't we, with a cow barn, whether they all just accept TMR.
Yeah.
Crikey, Big T Farms, you are being incredibly generous this morning. Thank you very much.
Nice, Big T. Right, 73%. I'll just grab this last row, and then if you want, you can set up the next course, please.
Yep. We can. I was going to say that hasn't taken long, but we're effectively a third of the way through our hour time anyhow.
Yes, I know, right?
Yeah.
Hour's a short time for a stream, isn't it? You kind of...
It is.
Sometimes I don't look at my clock until an hour and a half into a stream, so it's quite a different experience. FARMSIMGUY, can you park autoload next to the bale wrapper? I strongly advise you go and watch Argsy's vid that he did on Friday. because he does a whole heap of testing. The short answer is yes, you can, but the slightly longer answer is you've got to be pretty accurate with how you do it, or it blocks the trigger. Is that a fair summary, Args?
Yeah, correct. Yep. What was the biggest observation is, yeah, triggers are pretty precious. The stationary baler is a little bit stationary wrapper, sorry, seems a little bit harder. I tried that in my live stream. It was a little bit tough down with that one. In fact, couldn't get that one to work with the flatbed Flegel auto load trailer, but I'm sure some experimentation, because it doesn't have the side tip option, was the main reason.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Right.
And also you had a bit of an issue with the shed here, didn't you? The new giant shed.
If you were doing grass bales and you put the wrapping part in the trigger, it would take the grass bale off the back of the wrapper before it wrapped it. So you had to make sure you were in.
Got you. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you give me permissions to hire workers, please?
Oh.
Or just make me an admin.
You just put a normal hired worker on it?
No, I need to do it to make horseplay. Can't even
right, is it?
hire workers, because it uses the hired workers screen on.
I have all of the power. There you go. Farm manager.
Look at that. Horseplay field work. That makes things easier.
There we go. A nice double layer of bales in here already.
What did we say we were going to do? Spiral. Let's try spiral.
Do beet bales ferment? No. They are just, they're just wrapped and stored. I do like the fact that the bales still, I mean, I suppose they had to. It would have been rubbish if they didn't, but the fact that the bales continue to ferment when they're in the shed as well is quite clever. Mark Thor, actually, and Loki have already done an edit of this shed where they've moved and made the triggers bigger. So if anybody wants that, that's available on my Discord in recommended mods. Alexander, chaff bales do ferment to silage, right? That is correct, yes. Mark has already changed the capacity on it. Of course he has.
Yeah.
Damn unrealistic, pesky players. I don't know how many they take, actually. I thought they were pretty big anyway.
The sheds?
Yeah.
You can see, I think, is it 250 bales? I think if you hop out, it'll tell you the capacity.
Oh, is it?
I think so. Not entirely sure.
Should have set up two balers going at once. I don't think we'd be able to keep up though.
With the stationary balers, you mean? Oh,
yeah.
Got too far ahead. Yeah, what is like? Was it out of chaff when you got there?
Yes, just.
Okay, just yeah. So if you didn't want to do this the other way, I thought about having this set up as would be when one of us runs back and tips into the stationary baler, you jump out and move your bales, and then you sort of overlap, changing between the forager and the loading and moving. That was the other way I thought this could be done.
Nice. I haven't harvested maize in a long time. Chaff. Silage maize. So what's your favourite piece, Args? What is the nine pieces in it?
Nine bits of equipment, yep. The 2 stationary balers, 2 normal balers, 3 wrappers and 2 bale grabs.
2 bale grabs, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the stationary baler's obviously, certainly a highlight. Just the quality of the models are really impressive too. Just all the features, the controls, and
completely.
Just watching them move and all the animations in it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, the two balers, all the moving parts on those are really impressive.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed yesterday on stream having the 3-point or the front loader mounted wrapper on the front of the tractor, and then a tow behind wrapper on the back, and you could actually almost sort of wrap 2 bales at once. If you left all your grass, in the field, and we're just going wrapping, then that actually worked really well.
That's true. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. You could, double your work.
You could. I made it a bit hard because I put I loaded a bale trailer up and then dumped them all next to the wrapper because I was going to try using the stationary wrapper.
Oh, right.
That lasted all of about 3 bales, but.
Yeah, that's the baler out. That baler does move fast, doesn't it?
Yeah. The other thing I like with this, I think we used the bigger, but the one stationary baler does up to 150 centimetre bales, whereas the 2 small balers, when you're doing grass, they only do the 3,000 litre.
That's right.
The smaller bales, so.
Yeah, and I've seen that. I think a few people have had a bit of a grumble about that. It's like, it's annoying that they don't do the bigger bale sizes.
Oh look, the field I harvested on Chilliwack yesterday for grass was not a huge field, and I got over almost 100 bales off it.
Yeah,
so,
but I suppose
it's pretty labour intensive.
I suppose with this kind of mod, especially DLC and it's licensed and all of that, they have to keep it authentic to real life, I guess, don't they?
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You can't be putting, super bales in there. And then there is the bale size mod, I suppose. That'd be interesting to see if that would work with it. I haven't tried it yet. Where it doubles the size of bales.
That's right. That's the console compatible one, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
Mm. That's good and quick. Gosh, I was thinking of something else I was going to say. The wrapping sound. How good is the sound of the wrapper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some nice, nice squeaky ones in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was quite impressed with all the sounds. Actually, there's some really nice sound work in there. Ah, there he is, Loki himself. Hey, mate. I was just talking about your new improved bale shed. The capacity's only gone up to 600 or 1,000 on Mark Thor's, which actually I think is okay. There's actually 250 in that shed. Probably looks quite small.
Yeah.
At least it didn't do like 25,000 or something like that.
I know Missy B was playing around. I saw an image she shared of having it, I think, at 5 million litres capacity. However many bales that would go into. It might have been. So what are we? I can't tell, but we look like we're 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So we're 2 rows deep. So it's actually based on the visual representation of bales.
Right, okay. Fair enough.
In there as well.
You're getting too much credit for this. You worked out the problem though, Loki, with the blocked unload area. I think he's actually let Giants know that they've put the wrong trigger information in there. So there's a way of putting your auto load trailer over the trigger and it not giving you the warning that it's blocked.
Right.
So he's let Giants know that already, which is quite cool. Interesting if they'll change it in a future update.
Yeah. How full are you?
95. So if you're ready, we'll take over at the end of this row. Evening, Ed. Yeah, I'm not watching the Grand Prix yet. I'm going to wait until after this and see what's what.
Damn considerate FIA changing the normal race times.
I know, right?
Yeah. Wasn't even when we chatted the other day, I didn't have any inkling it was going to be a early race or late race for you guys. Yeah, too far.
It's going to be a tedious season anyway. It's all right. You could probably watch the highlights. I bet I could predict what's happened. Even with Max starting down in 15th place.
Don't start saying what you think might happen because someone will tell you whether you're right or not.
I know, right, yeah. No spoilers, people. No spoilers. driver and team in Formula 1. Anybody British, and any of the British teams, and any of the teams that the British drivers drive for. Oh, Cranky says I'm wrong. Good. Because Cranky probably knows what I was going to predict.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, with Max starting that far down, it was probably a good chance for Aston Martin to have a good showing.
Yeah. Ferrari will self-destruct as usual. Probably.
Probably. Is Aston Martin still British owned?
No, Lance Stroll's dad owns it.
Ah, right.
Which is why Lance is still in the team.
I mean the manufacturer, like the Aston Martin brand.
He bought Aston Martin as well. He bought the entire thing. Really? He bought the road car division as well. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my dream car. One day, Aston Martin Vantage. That's my dream car.
One day. All right, get donating, folks.
I know. I should have one of those. You know, those loading bars at the top. Monthly target. Yeah. Aston Martin Vantage.
Could you imagine that video? Farming Simulator brought me an Aston Martin.
Yeah. Silverstone based down brand still based in. Yeah, it's still. I think even if you spoke to Mr. Stroll, he would say it's a British. It's an iconic British brand. He would probably want to call it that.
Oh, tell me how many Premier League teams are owned by British people?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Cranky wants a DB12. There's a man of sophistication right there.
See, if I had to choose, I'd be going down the McLaren route.
Oh,
a dream car.
So my Vantage is—that's just a weekend playabout. I would have a.
Oh right.
I would have a sport. Right. I would have something like a McLaren or a. No, as I've got older, I've fallen out of love with Lamborghinis. I think they're too crass now.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. If somebody said, "Do you want one?" I would obviously say yes. But
of course.
So here's a tip. If people don't know, the DB, so DB and DB12. Does anybody know what that's there for? Let's try some trivia here. Do you know why? It's DB.
I think I have a inkling.
It's farming related.
Yeah, it is. I thought it was.
Let's see if anybody. I'm not going to say it until. In fact, Grandad FSG says it in my little tour of the old tractor bit. There you go, Christoph Kellens and John Senior. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Brown. Yeah. He started off making tractors and then got involved with Aston Martin and cars as well, but kept the DB. It's quite a cool little story, that.
One was more successful than the other.
Yeah. David Brown tractors were horrible tractors. Dixie May, thank you for the sub.
Just looking with both filling our trailers up. I've pretty much got back here with it's still running.
That was interesting. I think you could get into quite a nice little rhythm here.
Could. Big T. Stop it, mate. You are being.
Is he going off in your stream, is he?
He's going off, yeah. He is.
Hi FSG, how do you make TMR bales? So, with TMR bales, obviously you still have to mix the TMR. So you need a TMR mixer, or you can put it in an animal feed mixer. But then obviously why would you not just feed it to your animals? Unless you want to do it en masse. I suppose the nice thing is you could do a load of bales and then in the winter just drop them into the cows.
You could. That would be the real benefit I could see is, if you had a TMR set up with one of the TMR producing silos or something, you could leave it there up and going. And
now what you want is, I'm waiting for some modder to come out with a TMR factory that you can reverse the hopper of the new balers, static balers under.
Yeah. Give me a yell when you're 80% full.
All right.
I'm gonna get some grass bales made.
Did somebody test Maize Plus, or Maize Plus Paradox?
I can tell you all about Maize Plus.
We're testing Maize now, and Args has tested Maize Plus, and it's safe to say at the moment it doesn't work.
No.
Which
so
would to be expected, right?
Plus is a full top. Yeah. It's the way the stationary balers at work. So Maize Plus should work with like the smaller balers, like it would normally. But it's the way Maize Plus works with the... it's the way the stationary baler wrap works. It has a hopper that has a fill type set, attributed to it.
Yeah. That won't be a huge change, though, will it? Huge update.
I wouldn't have thought so, no. No, it's
just,
I guess, if there's just a customization or a fill type category that they've got for the...
Yeah. I would just do it.
The big question will actually be whether that information is freely available, because it is inside a DLC.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Maybe the Giants will share that.
I mean, you would just do it as a third-party script mod, wouldn't you? Rather than actually doing an updated version of the balers.
Yeah, but to actually find out the XML code for that will be locked in a DLC package, which you're not meant to get into.
That's right. Oh, sorry, Args, I'm on 94%.
Okay. Thanks for the warning.
Alright, there we go.
I'm only doing bales for the sake of experimenting, not for getting all the grass off the field, because this is ugly. Let's find out our tractor.
I thought the pickup was quite narrow on the...
Interesting.
On that. Oh, look, you're still tipping. I'm full and you're still tipping.
That still had 11,000 litres in it. In fact, it's still got 1,100 litres in it. No spare capacity for chaff.
Thank you, Paul Wright. Much appreciated, mate. Getting up early to watch. That's very good of you. Thank you.
Yeah, Paul was in my chat before. He's in Australia, so it would have been proper early for him.
Yeah. Jeez. Right, I think we've got ahead of the baler here.
We have. Yeah. I think doing a big headland pass like this and actually just keeping going and not having to stop and pauses for turns at the end.
Yeah, it's quicker, isn't it? I bet you that's the difference, actually. You're not having to wait for him to turn on the headlands.
That's right.
Well, if you're over there, I'll set up the static wrapper. I thought it was interesting the first time I turned this. I didn't cotton on to me that this was a static wrapper until I tried to press some buttons when I was getting it started up.
Oh, it said it couldn't be unfolded while it connected or something.
That's right, yeah.
I couldn't actually find the trigger on the ground immediately to where to stand to unfold it. I figured it out in the end. Hey TDM, how are you, mate?
Interestingly, you got unfold bale wrapper, but if you've got the tractor attached, it won't unfold it.
It won't unfold, yeah.
Annoying.
Well, it's not annoying. Just unattached it. You can't stand next to it.
There we go.
FSG's of the generation where he wants it immediately.
Yeah. Zero tolerance for...
Zero tolerance for waiting.
Right, is it switched on? Yes.
Why is the mod not out yet?
I like the fact that this square and round bale grab is kind of works with both types of bales as well.
It's good, eh?
It is good.
And it goes on a 3-point, so I was playing around with that too, having a grab on the front and that on the back and seeing what you could do. You can only just pick the bail up high enough on the 3-point to get into that wrapper.
So I found as well, if you just use V to raise and lower your thing, it doesn't work. But if you like you say, if you use the mouse control, you can get it higher and more angled.
Yeah.
But it does take a little bit of practice.
Yeah, I'm 75%. Actually, we should have.
Physics seem quite good, don't they?
Yeah, we should have parked that wrapper in front of the shed as well.
Yeah, we should have. Oh, see? Spatial awareness all over the shop. I'm chucking them out way before.
I was going to say, should we be breath testing you before you started driving these tractors?
It's very possible I am still carrying more booze than I should be in my system even 24 hours later. It was a Scottish wedding. You can imagine, 120 Scottish people.
I can imagine.
There was no... there was never not a queue at the bar. Yeah, look at this. Hey! Just threw it over the top of the static baler.
Oh, good idea. Right, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Is your tractor finished?
No, 80% left.
Has it still got some in it, or are you just going to leave it parked in my way?
It's got 18% in it.
Oh, I thought you just took it out.
Back off, Args.
It's empty. It's empty.
Well, it did have 18% in it when I checked. It had 18% in it.
But then I saw you tip it out. Oh, goodness. Mum, Dad and Dad are fighting again.
Didn't have water in my whiskey, John. No, crikey, I was... You know those nights when people just give you drinks and you're like, what is this? I was drinking something that looked like Pepto-Bismol, but it tasted alright. Tequila Rose, have you ever heard of that?
It wasn't him tipping off. Ah, gotcha. Must have tipped on its own. I'll let him off then. There you go.
Yeah, stop
Tequila Rose. Sounds like rosé and tequila mixed together or something.
It was, yeah, it was interesting, to say the least. There was very little water in the whiskey last night, John. Yeah, it's safe to say.
Alright, we're going to have more grass on the field left after I've done this than what's been put in balers at this one.
Yeah, I think the pickup's quite narrow on that baler. If you go even a few mil off the centre of the windrow, it does. It doesn't pick it up. Bay State Simulator Tequila Rose. It's like strawberry and cream. Yeah, it was. It was far too drinkable. Very dangerous thing. Well, crikey, Args, we've only got a little under 15 minutes left. Fastest stream ever.
But we've, look what we've done.
I know.
Probably we got more done than we did in 3 hours on Hunter Indiana the other night.
Yeah. Not ready to talk about that yet.
You're not? No, it's too soon. Too soon. I haven't even brought myself to look at the video and needed it yet.
I started today. Yeah. Promptly stopped again.
You make it sound bad, it's not that bad.
No,
just frustrating. Just frustrating.
Yarrow, how you doing? Nice to see you. Stanley Ellis, please could you do more Bally Spring multi-farm? If I have time, Stanley. The problem is that I'm so out of kilter with what the guys are doing and what they're running on their farms. It's kind of hard to just jump in and pick stuff up. So I would need to. We need to make sure I got some permission to do it.
The front end loader wrapper will go on telehandler as well. Yes. So if you have a look in here, it's got an option for 3-point front loader or telehandler. So that's the only downside. You can't have one that you can use between two different tools.
Kind of disappointing there's not wheel loaders on there as well. I was interested to know why that wouldn't be included. Particularly, actually, as one of the promo shots had I think it was a class front wheel loader.
Nah, that's the little. If you go under front loaders, is
it a front loader?
Taurian, the little class Taurian is a wheel loader, is a front loader. So there's the two. There's a Kubota from the DLC.
Yeah.
Then there's the two little Schaefer. And then the class Taurian as well.
Got you. Which, to all intents and purposes, is a wheel loader on the smaller scale.
Yeah, that's right. Does the CSZ pack have an adapter for wheel loader to other tools? I know there has been one released somewhere. But...
Okay, well that's a solution as well, then, isn't it?
So you can't get the adapters yet. It's just a bit clumsy.
Yeah.
Morning, Nismo. How are you, buddy?
Killer Clown YT. How much will the DLC be? Well, up until Tuesday, it's help me out here. $7.99.
$8.99 US.
$8.99 US. But that's with a 10% discount, so it goes up
$9.99
to $9.99 on Tuesday. So if you want to buy it, if the pin post at the top of my chat there or in the description, I would, if you want to get it, I would strongly advise getting it before Tuesday. And feel free to use either my code or Argsy's when you buy it.
Absolutely.
And the dude coming in with a $10 super chat and the recipe for Tequila Rose.
Oh, nice. That's
Kahlua
a good super
vodka, strawberry cream, Tequila Rose, add strawberry for garnish.
Right.
Boom.
Oh, you're full, are you?
I'm full. There's barely a trailer load left, actually.
I don't know if my trailer's empty.
Kevin W, what's my favourite part of the DLC? I think, to be honest, in general, I'm really liking all of it. I could definitely see myself, if I need baling stuff, making a beeline for this. It's like the Vermeer pack. I've been really impressed with that and used that quite regularly, actually. Whereas I think in 19, I didn't really play with the DLC stuff once, post it coming out. I barely touched it, but I've definitely seemed to use it a lot more in here. I don't know what you're like, Args, but...
I think I'm more mindful of it.
Yeah.
Which leads me to use it more.
I like the static balers because they bring something a little bit different.
Right.
I do like those.
Yes.
What about you, Uggs?
That's what I've enjoyed. All the DLC, they've brought something new to each one.
Yeah.
As a feature, which has been nice. We've got like 4 rows in the middle here, which weren't covered by headlands, and they're actually on the. What are they doing? I don't know where we're going. There you go, up and down.
Actually, while I'm here with this baler, I'll stop and I'll show you
Killer Clowns.
How good the little animations on the inside are. Look. A little bit of vibration in the PTO. We've got the pickup going. Rollers in there. There you go, all the rollers at the back as well. Some massive detail in the animations. It's great, isn't it?
It is. It's really nice. It's actually quite appropriate we're doing corn silage today because it's autumn here in New Zealand and there is silage trucks all over the countryside.
Oh, is there?
And they're getting into the maize silage well and truly at the moment.
Nice. Yeah, I'm kind
Which
of
means
hoping
there's birds all over the road. With all the chaff that blows out and the bits of crushed grain and things like that.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping I'm down to my folks in a few weeks, and it'll be, like you say, silage season. How do you pronounce Goweil? I mean, you're asking the wrong person here, but from my limited knowledge of German, an O with the 2 dots above it, an umlaut, I think it's called. You pronounce it with a U sound. So I think it's Go, and then I don't know if it's weil or wheel or...
It's veal, isn't it? Because it's W's a V in German.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Well, so it's sort of a Goweil.
Yeah.
Kermit did a little short trying to learn from Chucky, even then. Sort of says he butchered it a bit.
Yeah.
But Chucky says it well in that little short. So on the Farming Simulator channel, go and find that little short.
Yeah.
Right, well that's gosh, that's all the silage done, all the corn done.
Impressive. Nearly going to get all this baled as well. I have to race and get some bales wrapped quick. Get 2 grabs on the go, and
yeah. So the interesting thing is, of course, being bales, it doesn't actually tell you the litre capacity you've got stored, does it?
No. I wonder if Mr. Mark Haythornthwaite will be updating time-saving mod check to...
So it does tell us we've got 94 3,500 litre chaff bales.
Okay.
So a bit of maths, we're almost at 350,000 litres.
That's fast in an hour.
It's not bad. In an hour we've baled 100 bales. Just sit in the fence.
I always do this. I roll away before the rear of the
I do as well. That's why there's patches of grass all over the field.
Oh, crikey, Mark's already submitted stock check.
Impressive.
Depends if the mod will be in your next top mods or not. Touche, Mark. I kind of thought, as I'd already done a review video on it, you were already included in my favourite mods. Michael Trinity, nice to see you. Oh, look at that. Almost perfect on the bales. I'm going to turn it off there.
Well, just a little bit of a challenge with the lag. Just the ping.
Oh, yeah,
it's not lag,
bit.
it's just the server ping. A little bit harder doing something like bale handling, but not too bad actually.
Valentin, thank you very much. He says, hey FSG and Args, big fan here of both of you from Bulgaria.
Welcome, mate.
Beaten by field calculator, though it hurts. Oh, I was going to go the other way, wasn't it? Are you picking up off the field? No. Right.
Oh, I can do whatever.
Race is on. We've got 4 minutes. See how many of these we can get into the shed.
I was trying to drop it on the speed and then I pressed the wrong button. Crashed into everything.
Oof. Spring loaded.
Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna... Is this empty now? It is.
Bay State, am I going to have a tour of New England while I'm... I don't think I'm going to have time, Bay, but I am coming back in the summer with the family, so... I'll definitely be having a bit of a tour around then.
I'm lagging behind clearing the bales. Do you know we are 600 litres away from having 100 chaff bales?
Are we?
So if we'd taken our time and cleared the rest of the field where there's those few chunky bits that we didn't get, we would have been on it.
It's amazing. Ah, you've moved the baler out of the way. Cool. Oops. I'm hoping that would come out a bit earlier.
In fact, with that baler moved out of the way, should we move this?
Yeah, go on, let's give that
See
a go.
if it works.
Move this out of the way as well, so we've got a straight line from the field.
So, it tips on the left-hand side as you've got it hooked up on a tractor.
Hey, T-Man, how you doing?
Hey, T-Man.
T-Man's been thinking of getting this DLC. Well, T-Man, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to do a giveaway. So, if you're feeling lucky...
Feeling lucky, punk.
Oh, I've managed to break this as well.
What I was thinking, we're only...
What time have you got to run, Ox?
Well, I haven't had breakfast, but I'm pretty much ready for work. You've got Uggs in a collar, actually, this morning.
Oh, smart. Smart Ogs has come to play.
Smart. Yes, I got dressed up for the occasion. I've just got to drop the kids off at school and that, so I've got another 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Nice.
Ooh, don't get too close. I had something intelligent to say and now it's gone. Oh, look at that. That worked perfectly.
We've got one green bale in there. How did that happen?
Do we? Yeah. How did that happen?
I don't know. A bit slower this than the other one.
Yeah, so this is where having the like that grab you've got on the rear would be nice too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you could do.
Or you use a baler load trailer and bring them all to the shed and then dump them in.
Yeah. Grab this.
That's what I was going to say. I knew it would come back to me. We are only 2 weeks away from Logging League, FSG.
We are indeed.
Don't they come around fast?
They do indeed, and yeah, I haven't done the highlights video yet either.
That's right.
Jasmine, very good, thank you. How are you? Godgooden, how can you enter the giveaway? I'll give you instructions in a little minute. There you go. I tell you, Ogs, we could almost get away with clearing this grass field as well.
I reckon we will, yeah. Ooh, okay.
Let's blame the lag, server lag. They're gonna have to be
Hopefully I haven't just pushed that back too close.
Okay, that worked. Let's find out.
I think it's okay. I think you're far enough out of the trigger that's not going to take that grass bale. It should actually, because it snaps in place, yeah.
It should grab it before it, yeah.
It should grab it before it gets grabbed and goes elsewhere.
How many have we got left? 3, 4. We've got left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bales left.
Considering we've been a bit rough and ready with it, I've been impressed with how much we've got through, and it's not even an hour yet. It's just about to tick over.
It's been very good. So it shows it's efficient then, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Well, put it this way: to do 3.5, what do we figure out? 350,000 litres of chaff silage.
Yeah.
Which is now in a shed fermenting and easy to handle bales.
Yeah. No, it's great, isn't it? Kevin W, I can't wait for FarmCon this year. Well, do come and say hello if you can.
Neither can I, Kevin.
Yeah, Args is coming from the other side of the world.
In fact, I reckon I'll be able to set a new record for the furthest traveller to FarmCon.
Yeah, you must. You're going to have to get a mention, aren't you? You're going to have to get a mention.
Whee! Bale gone. Oh, playing seesaw on the bale. Fell out of the grab.
You like that bale, Max?
It fell out of the grab. Oh no. Help. Come on, you can do it, little Finn.
Aussie's going to try and make FarmCon too. Nice, Aussie. How was PAX? Don't go till Wednesday, Mark. Fly out on, well, we're Thursday morning. First thing on Thursday morning, fly out.
However, as I am in the future, I can tell you exactly how it is.
I can't wait for that. First time in the States in about 5 years.
Is it?
Yeah. Pre-COVID was the last time. MS Modding, nice to see you. How are you?
That was MS Modding was just finished release Purbeck, hasn't he?
That's right.
In fact, that was a map. When you and I first started our channels, we were both doing a little series on Purbeck Valley.
Purbeck is the first series I ever did in FS19 yet.
Back in 19.
Loki, if you post your passport today, I'm kind of praying that it's not going to take till July for it to come back to you. I really hope it's not that long.
I should check the expiry date on mine now. That's a good point.
Get to a week before and be like, oh no.
Yeah.
We are flying.
Oh, I've just dropped a grass baler.
Have you another one?
Yeah.
I'm going to blame you for that first one.
Past. Yeah, sure. I mean, you can feel free to spawn it out and wrap it if you like.
I might. Not doing my OCD any good.
Yeah, Tanner's got us. He said the same thing. Spawn it out and wrap it.
Remember, chaff. Grass. I was telling us we've got 18. Grass.
18 what? Well, that's still grass because they're not silage yet, aren't they?
True.
Oh, that one's going to
Damn it, Alex, stop crashing into the equipment.
I know. Just sort your internet out. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Try it, see what happens. What's the worst that can happen?
Like it. I can guarantee it's going to spawn it. It's going to grab it and take it in there. Right. Let's see if I can do this. What if there's collisions everywhere. I must be able to... Yep.
It's a different way of doing it.
Come on, grab it. You can do it.
Dave Brogan, did you read it somewhere that the bale sheds are available for everyone with... they are. It works for all platforms.
Yep.
Which is a lovely...
You should have them now if you've updated to patch 1.9, which came out last week.
That's right.
You've just got to look, they're right at the very start of the silo section.
Yeah, they're inside.
If you're looking for them. Yeah, so the very first thing on the list will be the hayloft, and then after that is the shed.
Mr. Driver 53, nice to see you, mate. How are you?
Hey, driver.
I think you've just come straight off a stream, haven't you? We're doing some DLC streaming just an hour or so ago. Oh.
We're getting 4 more up there.
Getting trigger happy.
Future NASCAR driver. Destruction Derby is probably more appropriate, Legend. 100%.
Last night. Ah, right. Got you.
Oh. You know what? If you told me, oh goodness, we're going to mate with the bales again.
Chucked one in.
That's right on. It's right on the edge, isn't it? With the trigger. If you'd have told me an hour ago that we were going to do about 140 bales in an hour, I would have laughed at you.
I know, right?
Wrapped. 140 bales wrapped.
Oh, we might have a chaff one. Yeah, we had a chaff one and a grass one in there.
So do you know where I think the chaff one might have come from? I
the bale.
Bumped the... Well, obviously. I bumped the stationary baler as it was
of course you did.
wrapping one. Yeah, of course I did. It's your internet. This is one thing I wanted to test actually. I haven't. Can you put a grass bale in the back of the hopper and does it wrap? Then does it grind it and change it back into
let's have a go.
A bale. I don't know why you'd want to, but
when's that ever stopped it being one of those things that'll just go right? You'll be lying in your bed later on going, does it do that or not?
Oh, I've thought about it a few times. I was like, oh yeah, off you go. Drop it in.
Okay, actually dropping it in would
actually
help.
Drop it in. Yeah.
All that whiskey last night still...
I was going to say, you can't blame lag because you're hosting the game. No, it won't.
It appears not, no. So it doesn't class them as... Interesting.
Oh well. There we go. Tested.
It's like a test stream. It's exactly that, Tanner. It's exactly that. So when you get this on Tuesday, you lot can know what it does and doesn't do. And I've thrown another grass bale in there. Damn it. It really is on the...
It is on the...
right on the edge. I can't have it though. It's killing my OCD.
So yes, it is the 21st brittle, so Tuesday the 21st, or probably Wednesday the 22nd if you're in New Zealand or Australia. Depending what time it all pops and drops.
Yeah. Different for different platforms as well, isn't it?
Yeah, because obviously the consoles and that, you've got to do it through your PlayStation or Xbox stores. So until it's released on those.
Up there, Ox? One more.
There's one more for you to grab, yep. You're welcome, Birdle.
Yeah. Tanner says, so sometime Monday on Steam. They mess up and release it early again.
Epic's the one that messed up and released stuff early, wasn't it?
That was Epic, yeah.
Epic fails.
Yo, Driver 53, thanks for joining, mate. Appreciate it.
Nice, Driver. What have we got? 100 chaff and, well, will be 25 grass by the time you finish it. 125 bales.
That is a nice looking shed, that, isn't it?
So what is...
Not bad for an hour's work.
Not bad, indeed. So, 3...
Oh, respawn that,
Did you... Okay, hang on.
Spoilt it.
Did. Where is the spawn trigger? Here it is. Round bale grass. One of one. There you go.
Kiram's asking, does bale shredder work on cow barn trigger only? I'm not sure what you mean there, Kiram. There we go.
Done. It is pretty much in the trigger.
Yeah. But it proves it works, right?
It does. 437,000 litres of product.
That's amazing. We've literally half filled the shed in an hour.
Yeah.
How good is that? Mailboy DLC
Efficient
is
as always.
great. I am genuinely impressed with this DLC. And I'm not just saying that because we don't get paid by Giants. We're not told by Giants what to say. We can have our opinions on it, and if we didn't like it, I think we would both be honest enough to say, actually, this isn't very good. But
well, look, I mean,
it's pretty damn good.
I said yesterday on my stream, Giants are limited to what they can put into the game because they've got to have manufacturers who are prepared to work with them on it too. So, if you've got someone like Goweil who come to you, or you approach them and they say, "Yeah, let's get involved," you're not going to say no and not do it. So.
That's right. Yeah. So I think that's the case. Somebody said, put a comment on my thing saying, I wish they would stop putting machines in and put gameplay features in and improvements to the game. But it's a lot more difficult to do, right? Because you're playing with the whole base game code. You've got to test it across different. It's a much longer lead time to do something like that. Whereas I think they'll look at maybe the end of the year, the map rollout, or the next game to add in real fundamental changes to the game. Just game development, right? You just can't on a whim throw huge big changes to the game in.
But I'd also argue incrementally they have done that with the DLCs. The Kubota brought us the passenger extension. Vermeer brought the bale counter and the automatic bale drop.
Yeah. Physics was improved for Silverrun as well.
Yeah, log physics. And the yarders, winches, improved log handling features. So
it was Yarrow. He's in my chat now.
Oh.
There was you did it politely, Yarrow. There was some other people that maybe weren't as polite as you.
There you go.
Oh look, Giants made a mistake with patch 1.9 releasing the DLC out for Xbox before putting a block on it. Oops.
I had heard that there was people who could see it on the on consoles, but.
So, right, I'm going to quickly do a giveaway. Are you still here, Args? Or
nice one. Yeah, I'm here.
You don't have to rush off, do you?
No.
Right. Okay. Right. You can give me the word then. What word are we going to use? So everybody will put a word in chat.
Ooh,
you think about that.
Put a word in chat.
While you're thinking about that.
Think about that.
If you're on console, don't enter because I can't give you a copy because I can only do PC copies. If you already have a copy, let somebody else win it. And thirdly, if you've got the year 2 season pass, you will get it anyway. So again, make sure that somebody who hasn't got it yet can get it. Right, hit me, Args. What we
right.
In?
I'm getting suggestions in chat about what we should do, but clean me.
Clean me. Oh, that's
one word.
That's a slightly underhand dig at me. I know that, but. So, everybody, if you put in clean me, just as I put it there, into the chat, we will roll the dice in a couple of minutes and we'll see who the winner is. And whoever suggested that, I know who you are.
It was Mike suggested clean tractor and he said hashtag wash my ride. So I tried to simplify it just a little bit. Legion made a good point. He said, if you want to know what they should be adding to the game, have a look at FSG's top 20 mods, and a lot of them should be standard. Yeah. You would like to see some of them getting implemented in future things in the game. Sure. Yeah. You would. Indeed.
But at the same time, things like this DLC give Giants more cash to... They said the success of 22 allowed them to get a bigger development team, which meant that some of the stuff you saw in Silverrun they were able to do, which they wouldn't have been able to do before. So so things like that, you think about it from a commercial perspective. It's a commercial business, right? They can't just live off the funds of a game that they released 12 months ago.
Oh no,
they've got to continually add stuff to it.
King.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So there's reasons behind it all. It's a lot of common sense.
Yeah. Right,
clean me if you want to win a copy of the DLC.
That sounds so good. Clean me if you want to win a copy of the DLC. Everyone's rushing around to get FSG
hose me down. Momo's just put in my chat. Lots of people advertising they need a bath or a shower in here. Very good, Momo. Right, funny. I have not had any fresh entries for a while now, so I'm going to roll it. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everyone.
Watch the chat. Valentin Valev. Congratulations, man. You have just won a copy of the DLC. If you want to drop me a DM in Discord, we'll get you sorted out with a code. But that's brilliant, man.
Nice one.
Congratulations.
Nice one, correct, everyone.
And thanks, Ox, for getting up early and jumping on and having a wee play.
Yeah, no, pleasure. Nice to have a go at it. And can I just say how impressed I am that I've been able to do this and connect to you in the UK? I mean, I think if I went straight through the middle of the Earth's core, we end up in Spain, so I'm not too far away from being as opposite to you as possible.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Even the bail grabs and the bail physics and handling wasn't completely out of the question. So
I was impressed. Yeah, you didn't struggle at all, really. Just a couple of little wobbles, but in general, that worked really well.
It did. Yeah, and I'm streaming at the same time too. So
yeah, you're really working that internet connection.
But going through the internet.
Yeah.
So
nice one.
Super impressed.
Well, have a fabulous week, Args.
Yeah, you too, mate. Enjoy whatever you're doing. Go enjoy catching up on F1. No spoilers, people. Don't
F1 and sleep for me. I think in that order.
have a beer while you're watching the F1.
Oh yeah, just a medicinal beer.
Medicinal. Hear the dog.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah. You have a good week, and we'll catch you at some stage.
Yeah.
No Hannah Indiana. Well, there'll be a Hannah Indiana this week, but not next week because you're going to be at PAX. Isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
That
is right. But,
yeah. So we. Well, I might get on and
there's a lot of spraying to be done.
Hannah.
I still haven't driven that John Deere sprayer yet because you keep doing it while I'm
hogging it
on holiday.
Because you keep on going on holiday.
Very good. All right, mate.
All right. Thanks, mate. Everyone in chats, both chats, thanks for joining in. And
thanks for joining.
Have a good week.
No worries. Look at my dog jumping up. I'm getting lost. But yeah, cheers, Ogs. See you later.
Right,
bye, everyone.
Later,
take care. Valentin, drop me a note in Discord and I'll sort you out with your code. Right, cheers, everyone. Have a good week ahead.